It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Moments away, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Philadelphia 76ers here in Wells Fargo Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Lonnie Walker.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Dunn is out there with Durant, and it's Richards in at the center locking down the middle. And for the 76ers, we've got Oubre. He's out there with Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey out there with Paul George. And it's Grimes in at the 2. You know, Clark, I've been wondering your thoughts on the possibility of the NBA shortening the season in an attempt to mitigate injuries.
Look, Kevin, I've long been a proponent of a shorter season. I think 65, 66 games, 1 month less on the regular season would be great. We know load management didn't decrease injury rates, so I'm not sure a shortened schedule would either, but I do know it would improve the quality of play for the players, and I think that would be beneficial to the fans.
Now, here's Maxey. Devin Booker missing his last shot. It's deflected. Dunn passes to Richards, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander.
Max Force throwdown.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's Embiid. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Booker outside. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Free throw good, Booker.
An elite offensive threat. Booker continues to try and find ways to improve his game.
Here's Maxey. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight, to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
For 3, Booker. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Booker's got 6 points.
In textbook mechanics, make it look like it's going in every time. Booker, unreal.
Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around. And he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
And Embiid drops them both. And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Oubre, good.
Oubre not taking no for an answer there, was not going to be denied. Right through the defender.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Richards. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, we spoke about how his team is prepared to try and defend Bradley Beal tonight. Coach said we want to keep that ball out of his hands as much as possible. Make somebody else be the playmaker and scorer. That's our goal. It's a difficult challenge. We'll see if they're successful. Guys?
Thank you, David. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Oubre pulls it in. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Done against George. Takes a 3. Booker pulls it in.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Another shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Booker.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Shake it. Let's see what you got.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You take a look at the Suns. It hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And right now for Phoenix, the one thing we know for sure is they've got some changes to make if they hope to have any chance at the postseason next year.
You talk about changes, big changes. I mean, the status quo will not get it done. They need an overhaul.
They set the pick. Stolen away. Here's Durant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, Durant looks close to automatic. I mean, he does not second guess or hesitate at all his shot selection.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Maxey. It's rebounded by Booker. Booker's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Oh, man, carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Dunn kicks to Beal. Back to Dunn. Outside, KD. No good from outside.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Dunn. Following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. Pass to Booker. Over Maxey. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Maxey finds Embiid. Here's Grimes. There's a screen. George, that's a 2-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to KD. Over Oubre. No good from Durant.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Embiid with it. Now Beal defending. George passes to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got 7 points in the game.
And Embiid does have this range. I mean, it's something the defense has to respect.
Booker against Maxey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 5.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And Philadelphia making a change here. Yabusele's checked in. And then for Phoenix, O'Neal's checked in for Dunn. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Beal. Oubre kicks to Yabusele. Maxey against Jones. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Maxey makes things happen with his hard work and determination as a scorer.
We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
And the first one at the line is good. And Richards drops them both. The 76ers trail by 4. Outside, George. Out left to the wing. Here's Grimes, defended by Booker. George, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say isn't the highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you. Maxey looking it over. Goes up from the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
When Maxey has the ball, you got to keep him from getting downhill, or he's just going to take those points.
Oubre against KD. Back to Booker. From 12 feet out. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Pass to Oubre. And it's denied. Outside, KD. Back to Jones. For 3, Booker. That shot off. The 76ers trail by 6. Here's Grimes. He just could not put it together in that loss to Chicago. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Grayson Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And Beal's subbed in for Jones.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 7. Pass to Bona. Takes the 3. Drops in the tray. Maxey's got 10 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Now, Booker. He's got 16. There's the drive. Yep, that one goes. 18 points for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And the shot goes in.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Booker against Maxey. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Butler comes in for Maxey. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
He's off on the first.
And now a veteran in this league, Beal is hungry to compete for championships at this stage of his career.
And he sinks the second.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 7. Over to the left wing. O'Neal with the steal. Here's Beal, and finished off by Beal.
What a play at the rim. Bradley Beal showing off all kinds of explosiveness.
Here's McCain. He's covered by Beal. Lots of room. Good on the shot.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Butler against Booker. Lets it go with a 3. He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow!
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then there's Embiid. Then it's Butler. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Suns leading by 12. And it's blocked. To the left wing. Inside. It's stolen by Allen. And pushing it up is Phoenix. Suns again in transition. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Edwards passes to Butler. Now here's Embiid. Embiid with the power. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Plumlee. And here's Jones. Beal deciding where to go with it. Kicks it out to Allen. Misses the three. For the Phoenix Suns, they come into this one following a loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And, you know, one of the things about missing free throws is not only are you not getting points yourself, but it allows the other team to maintain momentum or keep a rally going.
First one falls for him.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And Phoenix making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And Embiid drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Dunn outside. Outside, Beal. Oh, good on the triple. The 76ers trail by 8. Down low, stolen by O'Neal. It's Jones on the wing. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Launches a three. It's hauled in by Edwards. To the inside. It's deflected. O'Neal with the steal. Done against Edwards. Pass to Beal. From 11 feet away. Misses off the right iron. 76ers shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Here's Edwards. That one goes in. Here's Jones. Still scoreless. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Oubre comes in for Edwards. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Butler. And the Suns also making a change. Booker's checked in. Trying to get something going. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Booker's got 23.
and that's lethal. I love how Booker's eyes light up when he gets a mid-range opportunity.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
Here in the second, at least from the line, they're perfect. Hopefully that gets them going in other areas as well.
And so he hits both. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Beal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's McCain. Defended by Booker. For the three. Plumlee with the rebound. Suns leading by 6. O'Neal looking around. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Beal. Pass to McCain. Here's Yabusele. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. No good from Booker. The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Grimes passes to Oubre. Here's Yabusele. Lays it up off the glass. Yabusele's got his first basket of the night.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
Outside Beal. Pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Booker. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
And you can see how quick Booker is to react. No hesitation on that jump shot.
Here's McCain. Defended by Booker. Here's Yabusele. Pass to Embiid. Over Plumlee. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Embiid.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Now Plumlee. Dunn outside. Outside O'Neal. Dunn sets a screen for O'Neal. Fires away from outside. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Suns making a change here. Durant's checked in. And he's good on the second. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Beal kicks to Booker. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Beal with the steal. And here's Booker from the arc. Booker with a three. He is a knockdown shooter. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And let's take this chance to break out the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the list of the league's leading teams in steals. Fifth on the list, the 76ers.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Jones against Maxey. Pass to Oubre. Embiid inside. 13 points in the game. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Suns leading by 6. Dunn left side. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And they are top 10 in steals. This is a team that will cause turnovers if you're inefficient with the basketball.
And they've been very steady at the free throw line, like you said, GA. Not perfect by any means, but consistent. Maxey passes to Grimes. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Embiid absorbs the contact on the finish.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Plumlee with a screen on Maxey. Jones against Maxey. 5 on the clock. A deep three from Durant. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
And the first one drops.
Oubre able to get here a lot with how aggressive he is with the ball in his hand.
And the 76ers making a change here. And both free throws good for Oubre. So it's Phoenix now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Booker outside. Suns moving the ball around. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
This will be his 4th shot at the line in this one. Here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Oubre outside. Outside, George. Here's Maxey. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Maxey really just does everything for his team, a selfless young player.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
Not only is Maxey solid and efficient from the line, but he gets there quite a bit too.
Maxey hits them both.
The quick-footed, creative Maxey, so much fun to watch. He plays with such boundless energy, and he's still got room to grow.
Now here's Durant, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Jones, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's George. He can't get that one. Nice D from Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
They've got to be careful. A big key to beating them is keeping Booker off the line as much as possible.
For Phoenix, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. That one is off. Allen's checked in for the Suns. He hits the second from the line. For Philadelphia, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. And here's George for 3. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Grimes. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. George finds Oubre. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Allen will bring it up for Phoenix. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's KD. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on George.
KD is so good at drawing contact. Really smart at finding ways to draw fouls and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
First free throw is good.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Beal subbed in for Grayson Allen. And KD drops them both.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
Now, here's Maxey. 14 points for him.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
On the free throw, no good. Suns leading by 6. Outside Durant. Booker outside. Fades and shoots. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And George kicks to Maxey.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's getting around 16 points a game, almost 2.5 steals, and 5 rebounds. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
No good on that one. Good on the second free throw. Here's Booker. He's got 34. Outside, KD. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. KD using his length inside.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
Back to Maxey. That's in, and he's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
And Beal kicks to Booker. Pass to Richards. Now here's Beal. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Grimes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
And here's Booker. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And another turnover here by Philadelphia.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Maxey against Booker. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. It's been a bit of a challenge so far for the Philadelphia 76ers.
The ball security has been terrible. Time to cool down, slow down, and regain control.
Yeah, look at the turnover numbers. It's easy to see why they're in this situation. All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. All right, guys, a question from Jenny Bankshot. What's your favorite mode in 2K?
The halftime show, of course. What else is there even to play?
I'm in full agreement, Kenny. Obviously, lots of laughs, good-looking guys, and insightful analysis.
And we give you all of the above way better than any movie you could ever watch on television.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
The 76ers trail by 8. And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3 spot. Now here's Beal after the miss from Joel Embiid. And here's Booker from the arc. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Booker left side. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Booker's got 40 points.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Oubre. Embiid with a screen on KD. Fires for 3, and with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Oubre.
What a response by Oubre. Just coming down and sniping that 3.
Now Richards. There's Beal with the 3. Maxey grabs the miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Outside, KD. To the middle. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. And Dunn with the slam.
KD does such a great job playing the angles. He'll pass it off to a better option if he can.
Pass to Embiid. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Richards got 6 rebounds in the game. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
One shot.
The 76ers trail by 9. Maxey passes to George. Outside, Maxey from past the arc. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those 3-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
Now here's Booker. He has 40. Oubre outside. And he gets the bucket. And now it's just a 4-point Suns lead.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
And here's Booker. High post, KD. Oubre with the steal. Maxey kicks to Oubre. It's up a 3. It's hauled in by Dunn. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Booker. Outside, Beal. Looking for Richards and gets it there. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The 76ers trail by 6. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here now, a very select group of players in the NBA. Big men who can step away from the bucket and hit the 3. Kevin Durant, 3rd.
Now, you know, there was a time in the league when you wouldn't see a group of big guys like this, but the game has evolved. Versatility now is why we see so many bigs that can just flat out shoot it from anywhere.
And these guys are really incredible. I mean, on one trip, they give you points in the paint. On the next trip, they give you points behind the arc. Boy, talk about range and versatility in spades. You got it.
Now, here's George. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Beal kicks to Dunn. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 5 assists in the game.
It's obvious Beal is a bona fide scorer, but he's no ball hog. I mean, he's willing to set other people up, too.
Now, here's Maxey. 24 points for him. Grimes buries it from 3-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Beal. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Booker. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Grimes. Maxey with it, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Embiid with a screen on Beal. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And they've made a living off of their opponent's mistakes. Top 10 in the league in terms of points off turnovers.
And the steal ranking you mentioned, it shows just how tough they are in terms of transition defense. With all their steals in the open court, opponents really have to be careful with the ball around.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Yabusele, he's checked in for the 76ers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Grimes. So the wing on the left. Yabusele passes to Oubre. Sinks the three-pointer. Oubre's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Beal kicks to Dunn. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Booker, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Outside, Maxey. Oubre on the wing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Maxey. Averaging around 26 points per, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Everybody get down. Let's go.
Off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. O'Neal's got his second basket of the night.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Stolen by O'Neal. Down low, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Now Beal, after Kelly Oubre missed from long range. And that one's good, Beal. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
There's the pick. Here's Yabusele, guarded by O'Neal. Shot clock at 3. Here's Yabusele. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Suns leading by 11. Durant deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Suns keep it alive. Second shot opportunity, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Their fast break plays have seemed unstoppable. They just keep finding ways to overrun the defense here in transition.
You know, we've got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
Here's Yabusele. Embiid. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on you.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA is looking for greater parity, but Golden State's Draymond Green said, quite frankly, with this new CBA, dynasties are over. We're the last dynasty you'll be able to speak of because of the way this salary cap is set up. I guess we'll see. Kevin?
I hope he's not right, but he may be onto something, David. Thank you. The first one falls. And both free throws good for Beal. The 76ers trail by 14. Outside, Maxey. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
First one falls for him. Maxey hits them both. Here is Durant. 14 points for him. Strong finish by KD.
Durant so good at finishing and tight. Excellent in the paint.
Maxey against Booker. It's good. Maxey's got 9 points in the quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Outside, Beal. Here's Booker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. He shot 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Shooting for Phoenix, Devin Booker. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. And a change for the Suns. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. And the second free throw, good. The 76ers trail by 13. Pass to Bona. Here's Yabusele, guarded by O'Neal. They set the screen to the paint. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Count that one. KD's got 10 points here in the second half.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Booker's got 43 points.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Here's Maxey. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside, Beal. O'Neal outside. Back to Beal. Inside, here's Durant. And McCain pulls it down. To the inside, and stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And then Durant with the jam.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
Yabusele passes to Maxey. And he makes that one. Maxey's got 32 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside, Beal. Back to Booker. No good with the layup. The 76ers trail by 15. Right side, Edwards. Here's Yabusele. Defended by Booker. Pass to Maxey. And it's Durant with the rebound. Phoenix has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Maxey against Jones. Jacks up a three. Maxey, no good. Outside, Jones, beyond the arc. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Yabusele out there with Embiid. Then it's Butler. Then there's Edwards. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls for Jones. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 18. Here's Embiid. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Dunn looking over the floor. O'Neal dishes to Booker. Tries it from the top of the key. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. O'Neal's got 6 assists in the game. Here's McCain. Defended by Booker. A nice shot by McCain.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And here's Booker from the arc. It's good from long range. Booker's got 11 points here in just the second half.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Butler against Jones. Up top, Embiid. A floater. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Booker. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Pass to Yabusele. Now here's Embiid. He's guarded by Plumlee. And the dunk by Embiid.
Strong move and a little spicy, too. Embiid's passion for the game, the way he plays, I love it.
Butler against Jones. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
And sometimes that's the best policy when you're going up against a big guy. Take it to the 10. Right at him. Get to the rack.
And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot, keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
And that one falls for Jones. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Grimes. Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
McCain's shot is off. Phoenix leading by 19. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Tyus Jones. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Well, for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserved more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Now here's Butler. Inside. Nice shot by Yabusele. Suns leading by 19. Now here's Jones. Done outside. Outside, Jones. 6 to shoot. Plumlee with a screen on Butler. Jones for 3, and McCain pulls it down.
I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
But 3, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Dunn's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now Jones. Booker in the post. A kick out to O'Neal. No good on the 3.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Jones, the pass to Booker. Here's Dunn. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
An awesome distributor. Booker's floor awareness and understanding of when to dish it is a real weapon.
Now here's Embiid. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside, Jones. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
They set the pick. McCain's shot is off. Suns leading by 20. Pass to Booker. Tries from 16. And good! There's another.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Butler. Here's McCain. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there. Beautiful.
Here's Booker. Pass to Plumlee. Now here's Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Here's Yabusele. It's hauled in by the Suns. And here's Jones. Booker, right side. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
And so here is Philadelphia. Following the missed shot by Tyus Jones. Here's McCain. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCain's got 8 points here in this quarter.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Devin Booker.
You know, from the jump, he was on a mission. You could see it. It was clear. Going after hoops, no matter what the defense tried, they had a tough time stopping him. I think he could have predicted early on we'd be talking about him right here and right now. That's how good he's been.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. Suns leading by 18. Outside, Beal. Pass to KD. Maxey with it. To the middle. Here's George. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And George able to adjust his shot there. A tough one to block when he does that.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Suns. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Richards passes to KD. Clock at 6. And Durant gets double teamed. Beal from long range.
And you know, Embiid is a guy who consistently brings energy on this end of the floor.
Here's Grimes. And the three off target. Phoenix leading by 16. Back to KD. Outside, Beal. The Suns need to get a shot off. KD, that's for two. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Maxey kicks to George. Sweet move. And it's good on the layup. George has got 4 this quarter.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Outside, Beal, out to the wing. Outside Durant, three-pointer. It's hauled in by George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it out to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. The three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now here's Beal. Takes it inside. 5 on the clock. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from George. Maxey passes to Grimes. Now Oubre. Embiid with it. Defended by Richards. Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. 1:52 left to play in the final quarter. The 76ers trail by 16. Here's Grimes. Embiid finds Oubre. Embiid with a screen on Beal. The shot by George, wide open. The three-pointer, no good. The Suns shooting it pretty well, close to 50%.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this one was going to go.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia.
everybody, get loud for that once again.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gordon. And the layup's good off the glass. Here's Gillespie. Pass to Allen. Here's the screen. shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 15 foul. At the line for the Suns, Grayson Allen. Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Edwards, he's checked in for Gordon. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Here's McCain, and the layup is good. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Micic. Down low, here's O'Neal, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for the Suns, Royce O'Neal. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. O'Neal hits them both. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th. Butler against Morris. And Butler gets it to go. Morris looking over the floor. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy in, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Devin Booker.